a musical shot. I just clean up me knuckle. I just load me barrel. And I cock me hammer. Cause I gonna pull me trigger. Firing some shot. Coming in red hot. Firing in a shot. 1 minute after closing, I thought that I was a beast. After it was the boiling, it was amazing. Firing some shot. Coming in hot. Some musical shot. Next day it went higher. Full and make catch a fire. I couldn't take it no longer. I have been drinking as a cold ice water. Hot. Firing shot. Coming in hot. Firing some shot. I got up the other day. My heat it never went away. 103 on the hour. I had to head for the shower. Hot. In a shot. Coming in red hot. Firing shot. Did you say this morning I woke up in a curfew? Oh God, I was a prisoner too. Could not recognize the faces standing over me, all dressed in uniforms of brutality. How many rivers do we have to cross? Oh, we can talk to the boss. I'm saying all we got is see we have lost. We must have really paid a cost. That's why we're gonna be burning and looting tonight to survive. Burning and looting tonight, save your baby life. Burning on the zone tonight. Did you say burning all illusion tonight? Give me the food and let me order. Let the root man take the fall. 'Cause I mean, all the drugs gonna make you slow down. see we have lost. Pain of loss. That's why we're gonna be burning and looting tonight to survive. Burning and looting tonight. Save your baby time. Burning one solution tonight. Burning for illusion tonight. We've been got away tonight. We've been got away tonight. Hey. We've been got away
Fellow Nigerians, our country is going through one of its worst moments in history. The state of Nigeria requires all of us, regardless of where we are on earth, to come out of our comfort zones, to battle for our soul. Our country is under siege on all fronts. Our country has been taken over by janjaweeds that pretend to be leaders. The question is, how much can we take? How much more can we take? Here is a country where a citizen went into the hallowed chamber of the Senate and carted away the mace, the symbol of authority of the National Assembly, and was not punished. What type of example is that? Here is a country where the government allegedly spent 600 billion feeding students at home, students who were on lockdown, and nobody is raising a finger. How on earth do we have a country that cannot cater to its use?
To be what you wanted us to be. We are what we are. That's the way it's going to be. If you don't know, you can't educate us for no equal opportunity. Talking about my freedom, people freedom and liberty.
Hey, fellow Nigerians, good morning. This is 3:47 a.m. in Houston, Texas, United States of America. My name is Smart Madu Ajaja. I'm the anchor of Nigeria Now on Nightingale Radio International and ONN, and also the anchor of Open Nigeria. Good morning, and I hope you are all doing great or you've risen well this morning to face the challenges of the day. Well, it is dead in the night here for me, and just trying my best to get this message across to the people of Nigeria. What I'm going to be talking about today is about Tinubu and his choice of presidential running mate. But before we do that, I want us to run through what right means. You know, it looks like a majority of Nigerians don't understand what basic human rights is. I think this is the foundation of the problems that we are facing. Majority of us don't even know what our rights are. But I'm going to run through those rights before we can delve into the issue of the moment. It's going to be a quick one, and so that everybody will understand and do what is needful. You don't have to like everything, and there are things you can do about what you don't like. So, basic human rights that God gave to man. Man has rights, right? And those rights includes the right to life, the right to choice, the right to freedom of expression, the right to freedom of association, the right to freedom of worship, and the right to self determination. All these rights are sacrosanct and can only be given by the supreme being, not man. If man gave it to you, it's fake. And it's only God that can take those rights from you. And those rights are usually stripped when you die, because dead men don't fight for right. That is why it is important that when you have it, you have to guard it jealously and defend it fiercely. You know what I'm saying? It's only a living man that talks about right, because right is tied to life, right? So, Bola Tinubu of APC bulldozed his way and bought delegates' votes to become the party's presidential candidate. Great, because that's what Nigerians love. That's what they want. Nigerians, because they don't know their rights, will allow all kind of slaps on their faces, and then they go to sleep over it. So, what we are dealing with in Nigeria is because we are unconscious of our rights. For some of us who know, we think we shouldn't demand for those rights because that is the Nigerian system. Now, so it happen for here. Here not be America, Nigeria not be America. Go to America and ask for rights and all that. Even when God handed it over to you, pastors in the churches and imams in the mosque, they talk about dominion. Dominion is the same right. God said, I gave you dominion of over all things, including over bad leadership, including over bad political parties, including over bad friends that you don't want to deal with. I give you dominion over animals in the bush are all under you because you are as man next to the Almighty God. But man threw his rights away to some fellow Jim Crow men that twist his arms, tie his wrist and ankle, twist his neck, and take all those rights. Do what they like, to do as they wish. When they are leaders of countries, they become dictators. When they are husbands at home or wives at home, they become monsters because you give up your rights. Now we are here where we are. Let's go back to Nigeria. 62 years of abuse of the people of Nigeria by less than 1% of its population. This thing has been going on from generation to generation. Father abuses, hands over to sons and daughters. They take off from there. When they finish, they pass it on to the next generation. Now it has become a culture that our people now live in fear. That one man can, with stolen money, dominate the whole country, dominate a whole ethnic group, dominate just everything. This is where we are. But let's come back. Those who are talking about Muslim tickets, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because if you start that, you are trying to disenfranchise a citizen of Nigeria. Because our citizenship of Nigeria or the citizenship of any country is not, has never been. I don't see it happening in the foreseeable future. Can never be defined by his or her religion. So you who is crying, you who is angry, you who wants to put down the sky that Bola Ahmed Tinubu chose a fellow Muslim as his presidential running mate. You don't know what you are talking about because you don't know your right. If you know the definition of citizenship and nationhood, you won't even go there at all. You are violating their rights to the citizenship of Nigeria. So know now if you didn't know before. And then let us end this discussion. If you are aggrieved, you don't like it because of fear of domination, because of fear of what is taking place now, look for some reason. That Tinubu has so many reasons why he should not be the president of Nigeria. Just like Atiku has so many why he must not be given access to sit and preside over the affairs of Nigeria. So if you are so aggrieved, go back and organize until you build that critical mass of conscious Nigerians who can create a kinetic energy to move. And when the people come together in agreement against what they don't like, that mountain will move. If that mountain is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he will move. If it is Atiku, he will move. If it is anybody, including Buhari, if the people of Nigeria had come together to say, no, we don't want Buhari as from now, this minute, going forward, he won't have no choice but to move. If he refuses to move, he will be moved. So this is what Nigerians should be talking about instead of all these hues and cries about Muslim thing. It makes some of us who are educated stupid. It makes us like we are kindergartens who don't understand what democracy is all about. Democracy is choice, right? Everybody has that direct access to choice. So when your choice infringes on my choice, I counter with superior force, counter with a superior and reasonable numerical strength. It's as simple as that. That is what we must do, and not go about blowing up at the internet and everywhere. Muslim ticket. So what about that? If I want to be president tomorrow, I find somebody who is a Rasta and is a better person than the rest, and I'm going to be able to work with him. As long as we are going to work in the best interest of Nigeria, why not choose him? Why not choose her? If it is a Christian, you are a Christian presidential candidate, you find another Christian most suitable to be your vice president. There's nothing wrong with that. So we got to break this nonsense that somebody has to be a Muslim and the other one a Christian before it can be the ticket can rhyme, it can jive, it can make the people of Nigeria happy. No, it's not. Osinbajo, is he not a Christian, a pastor for that matter? What has his Christianity brought to bear on the leadership of Nigeria today. You check it out. Boko Haram is raging everywhere. Where is Osibanjo? Buhari is making all the terrible decisions that are impacting the lives of Nigerians today and threatening the future of unborn generations. Osibanjo is there. He's a Christian, so he's a figurehead. What did he do there? So you want to see, put a painted devil out there as long as you hear that name Christian. And how many Nigerians are true Christians and Muslims, to be very candid? How many? Majority of Nigerians are hypocrites. They talk about it. They don't even know God. They don't care about God. They play with the name of God in vain. And then you come around and call yourself Christians. But you, behind the scene, you are doing all kinds of ugly things. You call yourself Muslims. You have AK-47 in your mosque. You know, what you are trying to spill the blood of innocent people. Shame. Yes, sorry about that break. I don't know what it means, but no, it happens a lot of times. In the middle of broadcast, they knock us out, but we are back. So what we are saying is, it doesn't matter what the religion of anybody is. People are elected into positions with reference in this case to Nigeria to provide leadership for the whole people of Nigeria, regardless of religion, regardless of creed, regardless of sex, regardless of tribe, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of region. So this religious thing is not a big deal. I don't even see that as a big deal. But I tell Nigerians, me, I'm not a fan of Tinubu. I don't want him to be president of Nigeria, and I'm going to work way hard against him. But I have many other things to rely on to campaign against him, not against his religion or the choice he makes of vice presidential candidate. I think that is childish, because when you are doing that, you are violating the right of another citizen. You are violating his right to choice. You are violating the right of the choice he has made. You know, the person on the other side. So it doesn't make sense. So if we don't want Tinubu to be president of Nigeria, what we need to do is to mobilize against him, relying on so many lies he has told. This is a man who has said that he did not believe in Nigeria. That is one good thing. Why will you put somebody who does not believe in Nigeria? Why will you elect him as your president? Why would you elect somebody who has lied so many times with his age? Somebody who has started having children at the age of 9. You can imagine that disgusting disparity. That is a ground. So perjury is a liar. Then he's eminently corrupt. He has not been able to prove his income, the source of his income. How did he come about this stupendous wealth? It's not about anybody can just go and write a narrative and put it in there. Show us proof. A man who brought bullion van into his compound to be sharing money to sufferers, people who are suffering. You bring them to make a jest of them by giving them handouts. And you want to call yourself, you want to buy Nigeria wholesale. You see, that's another reason. Why would you put someone who wants to be more powerful than the whole of the country. He wants to purchase Nigeria. Nigeria is not for sale. That is a ground for not wanting him. And on account of his ill health, this man is not fit to be the president of Nigeria. A man who is shaky, who cannot handle a flag, he cannot. So we don't want to elect another president who will spend years in the hospital while the business of the state is suffering. Nigeria has so much problems now, so much. There's a crashed economy, a dilapidated set of infrastructure, a comatose educational system, a bankrupt healthcare delivery system, power issue, power generation, power distribution that has been intractable. It takes a man who will be able to dart around. And then what's still the national security problem? Boko Haram is running amok in the northeast. They morphed into what they call bandits. They are the ones who are naming them, killing, raping, and robbing our people everywhere in the country. That's a major problem. This man is unfit to deal with all these challenges. We need a young and able-bodied man with the right frame of mind, somebody who is thinking progressively, somebody who is thinking about the 21st century, somebody who is forward-looking and looking into the next generation. Our debt overhang is something to worry about. Tinubu has not been able to demonstrate any pathway to economic recovery for Nigeria beyond making noise in certain political parties that are opposed to his bankrupt ideology, where he doesn't even have any, that they will labor in vain and die. Who says that? So Nigerians, you have more than enough ground to trash this man than relying on a Muslim ticket. Which we are talking about Muslim ticket, his Muslim ticket. It means that you have accepted him as the winner of your presidential election before the contest. It means that you have accepted him as your president. So you are validating him when paying so much attention to his choice of a vice presidential candidate. All right. Now, the man he chose is said to have a lot of problems. He's allegedly connected to Boko Haram. They say he's the one who founded Boko Haram. That is a ground to take them on and not to talk about their religion. It's of no use. It's of no use. Let's de-emphasize all this. That's not what we want. Because if you tell me that because it's a Muslim ticket, you are violating his right to choice, number one, and then you are creating a genocidal situation that will prevent another person who may be qualified to be vice president of Nigeria from accessing that position because of his religion. That's discrimination. We don't want that in Nigeria. So Nigerians, let's not desensitize ourselves against this type of thinking. It doesn't make sense. It will make sense to some people who don't understand the definition of rights and what they mean and how they impact people. So this is the right issue. You cannot even win. You take them to court, you can't win it. This same thing is not even enshrined in our constitution. So it's a lost cause. But you can strategize if you don't like it, get the population to overwhelm them and defeat them. And this is what we should be fighting for. Nigerians, know your right. Know your right, not because we know they read. That's the problem. I have been looking at the argument being made by even people who have PhDs. They are not thinking. So what you use is your PhD. If you're not using it, the best way to benefit Nigeria, to be a light unto the people. I am not quite very happy with the type of discussion. We'll be right back.
The time has come. The time has come to stand up for Nigeria. Stand up for Nigeria.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for Nigeria. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for Nigeria. When you look around, tell me what you see. You see the people suffering. When you look around, tell me what you see. You see the people wandering. The rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. Killing and kidnapping. Too much corruption and inflation in our generation. Darkness and wickedness and unrighteousness. Where are we going to? Oh, stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for Nigeria. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up, stand up for Nigeria. Stop killing one another. Stop fighting one another. We are one Nigeria. Open Nigeria. Wake up Nigeria. We are one Nigeria. Open your mind. Open your eyes. Please don't say your vote. Vote what is right. Vote for the light. Don't say your vote. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Let me sing again.
Open Nigeria. Hey. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for Nigeria.
Stand up for Nigeria. We need free education and free medication. Equal right and justice. No more poverty, insecurity, terrorism and nepotism. Open Nigeria, wake up Nigeria. We are one people. Stop killing one another, stop fighting one another. We are one people. Stand up Nigeria, wake up Nigeria. Please don't say your vote. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for Nigeria. Don't follow me sing. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up for Nigeria. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Stand up, stand up. Stand up for Nigeria. Stand up, stand
The
up.
time has
Yes, welcome back to the concluding edition segment of this short broadcast, and it was something that I had to do to educate our people about their rights. Again, let's run through it again. Rights, your rights include your right to life, your right to choice, your right to freedom of expression, your right to freedom of association, right to freedom of worship, and right to self-determination. And all these rights are enshrined in the constitution of countries around the world, including Nigeria. So please, 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 don't infringe on Bola Tinubu's right to choice and the right to choice of whoever he chose, regardless of his religion. Because you see, when I talked about this, you didn't see anywhere it was stated that somebody has to, religion has nothing to do with what we're dealing with right now in Nigeria. What we're looking for is good leadership. Well, if you people of Nigeria decide that a corrupt man as corrupt as Tinubu is going to be your president, and sadly, I hope that doesn't happen, because that would be terrible for Nigeria. Just before I leave, listen up to this. So, to what is brewing in Nigeria right now. A few days ago, you read what I wrote about Asari Dokubo, and let me make it very clear once again to that man. I don't know. I don't know if he's older than me, but I don't think he is. That now once 9 dance, they defeat blind man. If he come out again second time, they'll tell us to make it sit down. Your time don't pass, Asari, for real. Your time don't pass. You use data, Niger data struggle to amass money for yourself. You built a university. People should be asking you where you made the money to build that university that you do not even put on the soil of Niger Delta. Why did you take that university to Benin Republic if it was a clean money? Why did you take it to Niger Republic if your money was clean? What was the source of that money? You bring our young people together, use their head. You carry gun, give them. All right? They shoot up the whole place. Our people are suffering. The environment there is degraded. Environmental pollution. Our people are sick of very strange diseases that unfortunately they don't have any way of treating in that region because the government and the government of Nigeria, the fucking Nigerian system, have come has come to rape the people. Over 60 years of raping the people of Niger Delta. Then you come and start your own. You made your money. Then all the young people that you used, some of them died. You think they are going to be smiling at you when you come out again telling us about Tinubu? You got to be crazy. So make a dump that idea for real. If you collect money from Tinubu, collect it, deal with him privately, but don't come in the name of Niger Delta. Don't come and try to arrange some young people together like you did before and think that it's going to be easy for you. Those little boys, they will point those guns at you this time. So be careful and advise yourself. Hold on, make on see.
2023, we the Niger Delta, the ex-agitators down from Akwa Ibom, River State, Cross River, down to Bayelsa, to Delta, and Ondo State, and Edo State. We, the person we won't work for, will deliver for the coastal line. Now the person of Ahmed Bola Tinubu now won't work for. No other person. We go deliver. If Aswaju lead, we follow. I'm a more.
Okay, those are some crazy youths who claim they are from the Niger Delta, from Akwa Ibom, Cross. Yes, they are assembling them. You heard them. They claim they are working for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That if he leads, they will follow. So it means that Tinubu is one who has been funding all this type of violence in the Niger Delta. So that was what Asari Dokubo was talking about the other day. That when he was in detention, Tinubu gave his family a house and was paying his children's school fees. So how does it affect me from Niger Delta? How is that my business? That's your personal business with him. So if supporting terrorism is supporting the environmental degradation of Nigeria, of the Niger Delta, he does not want an amicable solution to it. He will arm young people, young Nigerians, to go and be killing themselves, disrupt the economy of Nigeria. That's economic sabotage. And then he comes behind and then he wants to be the president of Nigeria. Man, that man needs to stop. So is this not enough ground to tell this man to stop and for the people of Nigeria to dump him? Why should we be supporting a man who supports criminals? So these are questions that we must answer as a people. Here is Tinubu right here. He wants to be the president of Nigeria. But Nigerians, if you want to prevent him from being your president, don't go through his religion. Don't go through his choice. Deal with him on the merit of his failures, the merit of his corruption. the merit of supporting violent agitation in the Niger Delta, as was demonstrated by those young men there, those cowards. If they are serious, if they want to be, if want to be taken seriously, why are they hiding? Why are they hooded? Bring out your face, like normal people would do, so people will take you seriously. So you see, and then these same young people, when Boko Haram and bandits were all over the Niger Delta killing our people, we didn't see them. They all ducked. They went into hiding. So why suddenly now, because of election, they have collected again a little bit of what they collect, and they want to come and start harassing our people? This is bullshit. Nigerian young people, I tell you, especially those from Niger Delta, dump PDP and APC. You hear me? Dump PDP and APC. Dump them at the presidential election. Don't vote them. They are not good. Your condition is going to get worse. So it is time for you to stand up for your right. You see, this young man here is an Hausa boy. Now, the story reached us this evening. He donated 3 cows and some other things to Peter Obi to help his campaign. This young man, he said he feels more comfortable with Peter Obi becoming the president of Nigeria than any other person. Yeah, I'm not campaigning for Peter yet. I'm reporting a news right here. So this is what we expect the young people of Nigeria to be doing. If you see somebody who is worth it, put your honor, not the one who has exploited you and who want to continue to exploit you. This is not a moment for exploitation. Know your rights. Know your right. Right to life, right to choice, right to freedom of expression, right to freedom of association, right to worship, right to self-determination, which means that everybody, you can be whatever you want to be. All right, without seeking permission from anybody. Just wake up and do what is right for your country. Our country is Nigeria, and our responsibility is to defend the country against destruction by people like Tinubu. He has been in the news about Nigeria since he was a young person. He's over 80 years old, even if he did reduce in age. Understand? Wikipedia catch him 3 times when he go changing name, changing the age. So wake up. You don't want a man who will be lying to you. He lied to you as an ordinary citizen. He's going to lie more to you as president. And you see this one here, Asari Dokubo, don't let him mislead you. Niger Delta youths, don't allow this man mislead you. He has used you before. Don't let him use you again. If he give you gun, don't take it from him. Do not. Let him shoot it by himself. If he asks you to go work for Tinubu, don't do it. See, now we're not supposed to open on our eyes. See, all these people, when they come tell on our you now, their stomach then they look for. They don't care about you. After I carry all the money, go build university for Republic of Benin, why not put them for where you did, make you station? Because he knows, say one day, a day go come, when they go ask him question about that money. That is why he took it away and put it in another country. If he love you too much, if you put them for where he did, I bet make we come out for road. I will see on Saturday when we do our rescheduled program. So we'll talk plenty about Nigeria. God bless you all, and God bless Nigeria. Fellow Nigerians, our country is going through one of its worst moments in history. The state of Nigeria requires all of us, regardless of where we are on earth, to come out of our comfort zones, to battle for our soul. Our country is under siege on all fronts. Our country has been taken over by janjaweeds that pretend to be leaders. The question is, how much can we take? How much more can we take? Here is a country where a citizen went into the hallowed chamber of the Senate and carted away the mace, the symbol of authority of the National Assembly, and was not punished. What type of example is that? Here is a country where the government allegedly spent 600 billion feeding students at home, students who were on lockdown, and nobody is raising a finger. How on earth do we have a country that cannot cater to its use?